All right, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the BMW i7 and 7 Series, the gas-powered and the electric versions. So here you can see both. So that one back there, gas-powered. All the rest are i7s, all electric. The flagship BMW sedan competes with the S-Class and EQS, and the Tesla Model S, the Audi A8, and yeah, those are kind of the big German sedans, limousines as some would call it, and very controversial for the front end design. But let's go around, walk around it. I'll tell you about the specs. I'll take you inside and see that massive screen that you have in the back seat that you've probably seen some shorts about. All right, so let's check out the outside. As you can see, the very controversial giant kidney grille, and with a black box in the middle for the radar and sensors, the split headlights. They actually look pretty nice at night. And then you even have these air canals for the air to go kind of like a curtain around the wheels. Makes for better efficiency. I think the side profile of the car looks really good. And of course, this is the i7 model. I'll show you also the regular 7 Series. This is the xDrive 60, so it's all-wheel drive, and with the slightly more powerful motors. No exhaust, of course. And then this is another xDrive 60. And then here is actually the gas-powered 7 Series, where you can see the somewhat fake but also real exhaust. They're not really connected there. And when you see a gas-powered 7 Series, it will not have this blue ring around the BMW logo. The blue ring indicates that it is an electric vehicle. And now as we go inside, you have a button that you can push. The door will wait for a second, sense, and then open as far as it can. And you are presented with the amazing rear seat interior with the giant screen in the back. And you have screens on each of the passenger doors where you can adjust everything from your seats, the blinds, what is playing on the massive TV, which is actually a touchscreen. There's a theater mode, there's a bunch of different modes, and you can see that the screen will fold down from the roof. And if you have the glass roof, you can also open the blinds and get the sun shining in, and then when you hit theater mode, those will close and the TV will come down. So let me get to a little bit of the specs. So the xDrive 60 is 536 horsepower, 549 pound-feet of torque, with a range of about 274 miles on the low end, and then 321 miles on the high end. And you can get 200 miles in 30 minutes of fast charging. Now, there's also the M70 model, which is their top spec. That one has a 274 to 291 mile range and is significantly faster. 0 to 60 is quoted at 3.5 seconds, 650 horsepower, 749 pound-feet of torque. And on the screen here, you can see all the different preset modes for the lighting and the seats and all of that. There's a button to open the door from the inside. I love this feature. It's like Rolls-Royce trickling down to regular cars. And going back to the specs, there's also an i7 eDrive 50. So this is actually a rear-wheel drive model, and this one has 301 to 321 miles of range. Also, good trunk space, and you have a pass-through for skis and such. MSRPs start from $105,000. Now, the single motor rear-wheel drive will get you the most range, whereas the M70, the performance version, has the least range, so you kind of have that trade-off. And as we go to the front passenger seat, you can see the beautiful ambient lighting. I'm an old man, I love the matte wood and the crystal. And now we'll go to the driver's side. It's interesting because the door handle is just a button inside, and if you pull that, it's kind of not super light, so you have to keep that in mind. Lots of gloss black, but the screens are really nice, very functional, easy to use, other than the climate controls. And then you can, of course, close the doors electronically from the inside. I do want to mention, there's an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the battery components. So that's very interesting to see from a German manufacturer, such a long warranty, but of course they want to compete with Tesla, so it makes sense. And the screen here, very responsive to the touch. It feels like a smartphone. We're not, you know, in the days of really not good touchscreens in cars. I think manufacturers, especially BMW and Mercedes-Benz, have really caught up to the quality we expect from our smartphones. You of course have the gestures, the dual opening center console with 2 USB-C ports, and you have your volume as a really nice way to dial in the middle, the crystal navigation circle, so you can use that, or you can use the touchscreen or the gesture controls. But you have most of your climate controls in the screen, your shifter in the middle, kind of just a little tab similar to a Porsche 911. You have 2 cup holders, a wireless charger, just like you did in the back seat, electronically opening glove box, good and bad, I guess. But the ambient lighting is just so in your face, and I actually really like it. I bet at night it looks amazing. You do have a paddle for a boost mode, which will give you the maximum horsepower in any mode at any time. The vents are also operated by the touch panel, which I thought was really interesting. Some things maybe you should keep simpler, in my opinion, but it's okay. The speaker grills also look incredible, and the crystal on the seat controls is wonderful as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the BMW i7 and 7 Series. This changed my opinion on the car a lot. I think just seeing it, sitting in it, is an amazing experience. Again, it starts at 105, goes up into the mid hundreds. Like, subscribe.